Well, if you have a dog, there's a good chance that dog has embarrassed you at least one time. Yesterday, we had the AC guy come over to do the usual checkup to make sure that it doesn't crap out in the hottest part of the year.
That's smart.
There's a knock on the door. I go to open the door, and all of a sudden, my two daughters' French bulldogs are right there trying to run out the door. I didn't even know they were out of their cage because Cannon had let them out to go play. They're typically staying in. They've got a nice long cage that they just take naps in during the day. But, that way they're not chewing things up and they're not acting a fool and going to the bathroom somewhere where they're not supposed to. So I wasn't prepared for this. I'm like, oh my goodness. So I'm trying to get them under wraps, and here comes the guy in. It's already just awkward, and it's all kind of messy.
You're not your best self.
No, and I'm just trying to have the communication with the person who wants to try to find and do his job, and he's like, look, why would you have your dogs out, man? So I'm trying to round
These
them
are my
up.
dogs.
I know. and then I look down, and then I see our dog, Coco, and I'm like, all right, well, let me get Coco, and I've got them, and so I get Coco, and I put her in that little cage that we have, and so she's put away, and then sure enough, I'm looking around, I'm like, where did those two dogs go? And the guy's standing by the door who's there to look at the AC, and I'm kind of looking around on the ground. I don't see them, but I see him looking straight down, and his eyes are so wide and big. I'm like, what is going on? And I walk around, and there is Prince and Ocho, and Prince is up on Ojo, and he is pumping him so hard from behind.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
That the guy's just like, whoa, and the guy's just mesmerized. It's like they're putting on some kind of show. And he's like, hey, look at me, check this out. And I mean, he is going at it so vigorously, and the guy just doesn't know what to say. I don't know what to say to him. I'm like, I am so sorry. I'm like, these dogs, boy, they put on quite a show, don't they? He's like, yeah, I guess. It was just, I had no idea what to say. It was so awkward. And it's almost like going, hey, dude, check this out. Watch what I can do.
Maybe they sense something. They go, oh, we have a newbie here. Let's show it off.
Maybe he's into dog porn. Let's find out.
I mean, how did it in their minds be like, okay, this is what we need to do right here and right now?
Let's impress him.
This is within 45 seconds of meeting this guy. He's like, all right, watch this.
When my sweet Chewy was alive, I had ordered Uber Eats, and the woman that brought the Uber Eats was very attractive, first of all. And I open up the door, and so Chewy walks out, and then the first thing he does is let out the loudest fart. So now I'm explaining to her, I'm sorry, it was my dog who did that. And as she is squatting down to get my food, and Chewy was never like this, but for some reason he was this day, he walked up to her and like lightly started to hump her leg as she's squatting down. And I'm going, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Chewy.
But I was so embarrassed by it.
It's so embarrassing. It is.
Dogs be dogging.
Dogs be dogging.
Well, I just want, do they know what embarrasses us? It's almost like it was so intentional. I'm like, why within 45 seconds is this your idea of what you need to do right here and now?
Yeah, your dog lost his mind.
Oh, my goodness.
You've got two that's lost their mind.
Oh, my God. And Ocho's just sitting there. He was like, yeah, this is great, isn't it? And he's like, he's just thoroughly enjoying himself.
Wow.
Yeah. One person said, yeah, I took my brother's Doberman to the park, and I was chatting up with this hot girl there, and then the dog just peed right on my foot.
Oh.
Just out of nowhere.
Instantly uncool, or can you turn that around? I think you could turn that around.
He said, I did not leave with a date.
Okay, so he did not turn
Did
that
not
around.
turn that one around. Yeah, that's the way it goes, man.